Welcome back to Book Buzz Week 6. This week we got a very special installment celebrating Star Wars. With The Last Jedi hitting theaters this weekend, we really wanted to dive into the IDW Star Wars book publishing program, show you not only Rogue One adaptation, which hit stores this week, but take a look at our all-ages friendly adventures program, as well as our Library of American Comics Star Wars newspaper strip collections, which we've got one in market right now, but the second one's about to go to print today, so we thought you'd like to take a look. So stay tuned, because here we are. Let's do it.
So as you mentioned, coming out this week, we have our Rogue One graphic novel adaptations. Hit stores today. 80-page story, as you can see, a brand new cover by Eric Jones, who's also doing some work on our Adventures series. Earlier in the year, we had our Force Awakens adaptation that came out. Again, covered by Eric Jones. So both of these adaptations contain art from Disney's European studios, which are all ages friendly, but are also true to the stories. But it also features the climactic moments between Kylo Ren and Han Solo, the quiet moment between Jyn and Cassian, leading into that great moment we all know about, which of course leads right into A New Hope. So we've got both adaptations out now. Pick them up before the new movie comes out.
All right. Another really exciting Star Wars project we've undertaken here at IDW that you may or may not be familiar with is our Star Wars Adventures program. And Star Wars Adventures is a really cool piece of the Star Wars universe. We've created stories that fill in gaps in stories that have happened in that unified universe. So now we're talking about moments that unify episodes 4, 5, and 6 with 7, 8, and maybe 9, 1, 2, and 3. Really enriching the characterizations and some of the more maybe flyby moments that we've seen throughout this really beloved franchise. So Star Wars Adventures, the first volume is already in stores. We're working on the second one right now. In fact, you're probably looking at it on our screen right at this moment. And really, what's cool here? I'm a 40-year-old Star Wars fan. I mean, I always joke, I was born with the Force. But what I gotta tell you is, even if you're like me and you've watched all the movies and you've read a lot of books and you've seen it all, Star Wars Adventures will find something that can touch your appreciation for the franchise and maybe spark off some new enjoyment for you. The fourth and final title we'll cover this week is, ironically, the first book that we released in our Star Wars line here at IDW, and that is through our Library of American Comics imprint, Star Wars: The Classic newspaper strips. This particular collection, the first of 3, which collects the strips in its entirety, features art and writing primarily by Russ Manning. And released in 1979, it really dives into the early mythos created by the movie. It features Russ Manning's really clean and mature sort of black and white line art. It does a great deal of capturing the raw imagination that Star Wars released upon the public. And as you read this volume and further volumes, you notice sort of that the overall look of Star Wars became cemented sort of while Manning was working on this book, leading into future volumes by other artistic teams. So that's Star Wars: The Classic newspaper strips, in stores now. So find it at your favorite retailer. All right, guys, Book Buzz number 6 is a wrap. Rogue One adaptations in stores today, as well as all these other great Star Wars titles we've shown you. Find them and give them a read before you head to the theaters on Thursday to go see The Last Jedi. And if not, maybe I'll see you there. And if I don't see you at the theater, catch you guys next week.